There is this report also from USA Today that one of the things that sort of got LeBron a little upset is there was a trade on the table for Jimmy Butler. Now, we can only assume that Kevin Love was involved in that trade to acquire Jimmy Butler. LeBron's upset about that. Did they kind of blow it by not acquiring Butler this offseason?
They didn't blow it. I talked about it, whether it was Butler or Paul George. I know this is not a popular opinion. I'm not giving up Kevin Love in those deals.
Really?
Because they're not giving you in return what you're going to lose up front. Your leading rebounder, your only guy besides LeBron that can get you points on the block. He's become a legitimate stretch four and a productive player other than the NBA Finals that became an all-star caliber player in Cleveland just last season. When you add one of those two players, it makes you more dynamic clearly on the perimeter, but it clearly leaves a hole and or a void up front. So if you can acquire a level of player like that and still keep Love, obviously, and Kyrie, then you do it. Other than that, I don't think they dropped the ball there.
There's one point I want to bring up that's interesting with LeBron James's contract. LeBron James, like Carmelo Anthony, has a no-trade clause. Now, you have no problem as the Cavs putting that in there. Like, oh, we would never want to trade LeBron James. We would never trade LeBron James. But let's imagine this season starts to go sour. You know, the Cavs are in the third place, and LeBron's subtweeting everybody on the team and the franchise itself. And then you look at yourself, and you're the Cavs. You're like, this guy's leaving, and the deadline's coming up. You could see a scenario in which they would want to trade LeBron James to get something back for him instead of just letting him walk. But now with that no trade clause, they're absolutely going to just see him walk if that is the scenario, which is something to be just noted upon, that even LeBron James, you might not want to put a no trade clause in the contract. What do you think about that little wrinkle?
There's a level of billionaire genius there that I'm going to give one Dan Gilbert a lot of credit for. Here's where I'm going. You don't want to hire a president or a GM and have the stain on his hands of trying to trade LeBron James in the final year of his contract when you know he's going to walk. But if you're the guy that owns the team, you can be the guy that initiates those conversations, because you can play basketball, if you're fortunate, for 3 to 5 years. If you're really fortunate, you get a decade in. A guy like LeBron may end up playing for 20 years. But Dan Gilbert can own the team forever.